Peace and blessings, y'all. Thanks for listening to Friday's episode. Do something good for somebody. Go support Kamala Harris, y'all. Peace.
Shit was wicked, grinding all day getting chicken. I couldn't kick it. Before all these cars I'm whipping, I had to whip it. Whip the pot up and flip it. They had a lot, but I picked it. It's clicking. I'm changing the gear. The lanes.
This that Nino Man and Method Man, y'all.
Wait over there for switching. Stay the fuck from around me. Blitz me with that fake shit and take it to Canal Street. Most these niggas sound weak. And look at two, acting like they found peace. But we gripping tools. We turn you in a ground beef. We be cooking food. So get up off them clown feet instead of looking cool. I'm tired of these backstabbers, tired of these whack rappers. They do all these cash bragging and want you to cash out them. The typical ones, online begging, digital bums. No bread, niggas live off of crumbs. They all fucked up. When I was flipping shit, you was doing front tucks with some nunchucks while I had a gun tuck. I tell niggas to grip up or shish up. Come at niggas sideways like Bishop.
It's the METHOD, man. I'm an OG, call me in my Cody's clan. 28.3 in them OZs, grams. Kill that man overturning like Roe-B. Can't handle the old me, let's handle it. My hand on my goatee. Demanding that you hand me what's owed me. Just hand me my whole feet. For verses, Himalayan, him don't ski. It's snowing, him I'm praying, him don't sneeze. They blowing their nosebleeds. I'm back up like seats in them nosebleeds. It's looking like the future been grim, but it's no thing. Again, fantastic, we know King. It's classic. Who's scared of eye contact? Better bring some glasses. Better bring them ratchets. We let it ring and rappers get around like 360s with no strings attached. It's the cow remastered to recycle your plastics. Reacting to the fact that your favorite rap is a catfish. March to the madness, my Jesus up in them brackets. To retire with my white beater up in them rafters. That's after the laughter, the morning after disaster. Now Turner in the industry, slaves after they masters. Your facts backwards, I make believers out of liars. They burning while I'm peeing, I wouldn't be on the fire. We don't believe in the choir, who don't believe your Messiah, but believe the shot silent just like the peanuts and fire.
It's the N-I-N-O-M-A-N.
I usually don't get that wound up, but listening to that, just really bothers me. I just want to quickly put on the screen, Liz Cheney has responded to this, and if we can put her words up on the screen, she says, this is how dictators destroy free nations. He is literally putting that out there and threatening Liz Cheney. It's unconscionable. What is this message? It's unconscionable. I don't know how Republican leaders, many of whom served with Liz Cheney and at one point considered her a colleague and friends, cannot denounce this. It is dangerous. It's escalatory. He's also already called for tribunals against her when he's back as president. It is so unpresidential, reckless, and dangerous and needs to be universally condemned. Alyssa Farrah Griffin and Pete C., thank you both. I appreciate you. I'm gonna pull the clip. Trump was saying how Liz Cheney needs to be shot. Because I was telling that guy this morning, the gas station worker, that's what I was telling him about that. Trump says that Liz Cheney should be, basically tied up and murdered and shot in the face and all this shit. what is that? What is it? How is that not disqualifying? Dude, if Kamala Harris went up there and said anything like that, they'd be talking about kicking her ass out. You all know that. Black, white people, everyone knows that. There's no lies detecting on what I just said. There's no way any Democrat nominee would be able to get up there and say half the shit Trump says. Yeah. That's how you know it's about race. When people excuse all that, they're choosing their teammate. That's what I'm saying, like a lot of white people, they're not offended by the stuff Trump says because they're white. He's not saying it about them, so they'll just kind of blow it off. That wasn't too nice, but it's like, he ain't saying it about me, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? Trump says if you want your 401ks and stocks, which are getting close to an all-time high, yeah, Trump's an idiot though. As a matter of fact, this is the last time this is going to be the last last day for political talk, because the weekend's coming up tomorrow. So, you will not hear any more political talk other than, Tuesday morning we may say go vote or some shit like that, but for the most part, this is gonna be it as far as the political talk, because the weekend's gonna come. I don't want to talk about it anymore. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. And like I said, no matter what choice you make sure that you can live with it. Cause I don't wanna hear nobody coming back after a round trying to circle the block talking about, I didn't know Trump was gonna do this. I didn't know he said that. I just thought he was playing, man. I thought he was just being him. And I'm tired of that narrative. People saying, with Trump, it's just baked into the cake. His narrative, well, fuck all that. We need to throw that cake out because it's no good. And we need to bake a new one. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing it. Oh, it's just baked in. But then when Kamala says something like she gets all, you know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Peace.
The most famous basketball player on the entire planet is still playing that, and he's still playing, says that the choice in this election is very clear. It is about how you want your children to grow up. And the video that he paired with this endorsement, well, it leaves absolutely no doubt.
But like, don't you think all these endorsements that are coming out are like a little too late? For the early voters.
I was kind of wondering that.
And the mail-in, the absentee ballots, the early voters, those people have already made their decision.
I hate these people. And let's all hate these people because nobody hate is what we need.
Tavis Smiley is here and he joins us in our fifth seat at the table. He is a nationally syndicated...
They done let Tavis up out the basement and shit.
20 years later, Tavis waiting for this endorsement to land. That video...
Shit, I was about to go to sleep. Let me turn around and see what Tavis talking about.
And he didn't say a word.
They threw his ass and they pulled him out the trash bin.
The garbage can.
Yeah. I think he has a podcast or something, though. He has a nationally syndicated radio program, though. Good for him.
These personalities, these celebrities, these stars have their own agency. They are indeed.
Ooh. Hey. Give me a little soda. I'm going to ask this dude up here, right? So he looks like, you know, he's like East Indian or whatever. I know I'm stereotyping, but, you know, we've been talking a lot about, like, the migration and immigration and visas and all that. So I'm going to ask dude, ooh, they got flaming hot puffs? Let me get a bag of these. Let's see. Morning. This. Yeah. And can I get 2 packs of Newport 100s in the box? Sure. Thanks. You voting?
Huh?
You voting?
Voting? Yeah.
Voting?
Yeah.
Oh, you are voting?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See who I'm going for? You mind me asking who you're going for?
Trump.
Who?
Trump.
You're going for Trump? Oh, no. All right, hold on. Let me pay for this stuff first. We got to have a talk.
It's like 50-50. I'm not sure.
Oh, you haven't actually voted yet. Oh, so you're going on the 5th.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me have a conversation with you for a second then, if you don't mind. And I'll first start. Okay, let me ask you, why are you voting for Trump?
All my community is voting over there to Trump.
What's that?
In my community, everyone is voting for the Trump.
Oh, your community.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a group thing.
Group thing. Yeah.
Well, let me just put a couple things for you to think about.
They are not sure still. They are.
Oh, they're not sure either.
Yeah.
Well, I would say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Mexican and black. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've all heard. We all got phones. We all got TVs. Yeah. We all hear what Trump says about people, right? We all know he says racist things. Just this morning, he said that he wants that Liz Cheney. She's a Republican lady. She's a white lady.
Yeah.
She's a Republican, but she's voting for Harris this time. Okay? So Trump is mad at her because he feels she jumped ship. He said she should be killed. This morning, he said she should be killed. 9 barrels, guns, and she should be standing there and someone should shoot her. Like, are you okay with that kind of rhetoric?
No.
And look at everyone that he doesn't want in this country. You don't ever hear him talking about Ukrainian migrants that come over here, or I would just say white, white or from Europe. You only hear them saying about Mexican migrants. East Indian migrants. How this is a shithole. They're being let out from shithole prisons, and they're coming over here and being let out of insane asylums and all that. Remember when he first started running in 2016? When he very first started running, he came down an escalator saying he was going to build a wall, and he didn't want the Mexicans here and stuff like that. You know Mexico, I don't know if you know your history, but a lot of California, Nevada, parts of Texas and all that used to be Mexico.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Till the white man came over and stole it. Same thing with, black people. You know, they had a rally the other day at Madison Square Garden. Trump, all them people he had up there speaking were all talking racist stuff. It was all pointed at people that look like me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't like anything black or brown. All you got to do is listen to him talk. So, and this is my question, because the majority of black and brown people are voting for Kamala Harris.
Okay.
That's a fact. 87 to 88% of black and brown people, that means people that look like you, me, they're supporting Harris. Just look at her. She has more in common with you. Just look at her. Just by your skin. She's a brown woman. She understands you and me more. Her mother is East Indian. She was a migrant. She came over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just based off that, we have more in common with her. Just naturally, just through our bloodline and who we are. You see what I mean?
Yep.
And so, and I always ask black and brown people, the small percentage that are supporting Trump, I always ask them, doesn't racism matter to you? You would not allow someone to walk in here right now and say something racist to you. You'd be upset.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
You wouldn't want to have nothing to do with them. Whatever. You might cuss them out, argue, whatever. You wouldn't stand for it. So why can Trump do it? And he's a stranger. 80-year-old white old racist man. That's what he is. He doesn't like women. He doesn't like anyone. If you're not white, it ain't right to him. So just think about that, man. You know what I mean? Because when people that look like us support Trump, you're hurting me.
You're wrong.
You're hurting me.
You're wrong.
No, this is a white guy talking, so he wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we're talking about makes no sense to him because his world is so different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With his white privilege.
Yeah, if this is white privilege, it fucking sucks. Don't fucking get on the fucking work for it, dude.
Oh, that's what I'm doing, you asshole. I'm about to go to work right now. Yeah. Well, at least you smoke Newport Hundreds. We got that in common. All right, man. You have a good day, though. All right. Hey, peace. Yeah, it's
back and forth.
You know what? And I'm cool with debating with people as long as it does. Because sometimes because I'm even taking a chance on wearing this. I'm on parole.
Well,
I'm on parole.
All unions, they're going for you. All unions.
Well, some are.
Democrats, that's unions.
Yeah, some are, yeah. But it's just, either way, it's, all right, bro, have a good one. Either way, it's a mess out here.
Yeah, it's horrible. No matter which way you go, I think we're fucked either way.
Man, bro, it's just, either way, I'm just ready for it to be over.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So we can just all, because at the end of the day, I think we all realize, though, that no matter who's president, we all have to still live our lives, get up every day, go to work, do our shit, and just navigate through it. Have a great one, bro. Yep. Said to check that white man, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, though, but you just, he was pretty cool, though, but, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it is out here, but, yeah, it's all good, but, yeah. Healthy debates and conversations are good, but, you know what I'm saying? When you have... but like I was saying, and that's the thing, that goes to what I was talking about. You know, somebody white that's privileged, and when I told him he was privileged, he doesn't even understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? So, and just that attitude for someone to just come in and just blow off our conversation, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that that brown guy, and that, you know, that guy, so he must be, you know, a U.S. citizen then. You know what I'm saying? But if you pay attention to, and that goes into kind of what I was saying about like some, like even people that are over here, like on not on visas, but like sometimes, like East Indian people or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They come over here on their work visa and they become citizens or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But their language, like their English still isn't that great. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you're just working. You're working every day. You're doing this and this, you're on the grind. But, yeah. But hopefully I put some in dude's ear just to give him a little something to think about. But, you know, this, and it boils down to race, too. You know what I'm saying? But, yep, that's how it goes out here, y'all. But just keep yourself safe. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. Back to the episode. Yeah, it's crazy out here, y'all. Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stand up for what you believe in. You do, you know. You don't want to be getting all into it like it ain't that serious and stuff like that. But you got to be able to read the room. But you don't want to, like, you have to stand up for what you believe in. This election is too important. Because more than ever, race is really playing a role in this election. You know what I mean? And I'm going to always stand up for mine. You know what I'm saying? Because when Trump says something disrespectful about somebody black or brown, he's talking about me, my mother, my father, my brother, my son, you know what I'm saying? My other family members, my aunts, my nephews, my nieces, my cousins. He's talking about all them. And I'm not going to stand for it. You know what I mean? But, yep, I got standards, man. I got standards that I have to live by. And, you know, I won't allow anyone to basically disrespect who I am and all that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? But having said that, like, I'm not going to get into, like serious, like, I'm not going to get into a fight with nobody over that kind of stuff like that. And the energy wasn't even like that at all, you know what I'm saying? And you heard us say, like, you know, we debate and we, you know, we cooled it out at the end and shit like that. Just said peace, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a good weekend type shit. Dude was pretty cool, but, you know, those conversations can get a little heated, though. Because people feel passionately. No matter what side you're on, people feel passionate about what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And like I told him, you know, I don't mind debating with people and stuff like that as long as it, you know, stays pretty tame, you know what I'm saying? But, yep. All right, y'all. I'm just about at work. I wanted to stop and give myself something to drink and wanted to pick up cigarettes so I don't have to stop and do that later. Yeah, Trump's punk ass is going to be here in Milwaukee today at 3 o'clock or some shit like that at Pfizer Forum. So pick Michelle up about 1 o'clock today, and then, yep, and we're just gonna duck off and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, like, the election's gonna be here, like, because basically it's the weekend now, basically, right? And then y'all know how fast the weekend goes. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna look up, it's gonna be like Sunday night, and then we're gonna be sitting there like, oh shit. But you heard, dude, he said that the brown guy was hollering at you. You could tell he said that him and his guys, he said it was like a group of people. Because he said they're going for Trump, and then when I started talking, he said that they haven't voted yet, so it's kind of up in the air still. But when I initially asked him, he said Trump. But hopefully, you know, I just gave him something to think about. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's not only about your pocketbook. And like I'm saying, like finances and all that, that stuff is important. It is. Money does make makes the world go round, but, like, there's other things that are important, too. You know what I'm saying? So, like I had told dude, you wouldn't allow some stranger to just come in here, no matter what color they are. You wouldn't allow someone to come in here and call you, you know, and call you something racist or whatever. You'd be like, wait, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be cool with that. So why would you allow a stranger to do it? You know, and I just tried to explain to him that, you know, you have more in common with Kamala Harris just based off your skin. You know what I'm saying? You guys are both Asian, or Eastern, Middle Eastern, you know, or whatever, or that's Asian, you know. So like they have that in common right there. So, but yeah, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm literally about a minute away from work. I got some trucks I gotta help load and stuff, and then I gotta do some sorting and rotating and all that kind of bullshit. So, all right, y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and go support Kamala Harris if you would, please. Peace. Yeah, I'm putting it out there. I'm just wearing it. Fuck it. I was at the gas station this morning. I was talking with like a Middle Eastern guy. I was like, "Who you voting for?" He said Trump. I was like, "Dude, why?" I'm coming out too. You too, bro. Yeah, it was just kind of baffling me. Like, my one question that I keep asking people. It's like a mystery. Like, anyone black or brown that supports Trump, my first question is like, isn't racism matter to you?
Yeah, I look at it like if anybody supports Trump. See, Trump is the devil. Dude is evil, man. And anybody that follows him, they evil too.
Straight up, bro. Thank you, bro.
That's
exactly.
Satan. That's Satan right there.
Yep. All right, have a good one. Yep. Straight up, man. Yeah, that is. He's right. Oh, I left my wallet there. Yep. Yep, he ain't lying. Okay, so I'm going to just do this little overview real quick so y'all just kind of know what I was talking about. So, the Uniting for Ukraine, U4U program, is a Department of Homeland Security program that allows Ukrainian citizens and their immediate family members to temporarily enter the United States for up to 2 years. Eligibility: eligible Ukrainian citizens and their non-Ukrainian immediate family members with a valid passport. Non-Ukrainian family members must travel to the United States with the Ukrainian citizen. That's eligibility requirements. Benefits: approved Ukrainians can be considered for parole. See, that's what threw me off right there. Considered for parole. Like they're not inmates coming over. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're calling them, parolees. That's one of my big hang-ups. It's like, why aren't you just calling them, you know, Ukrainian citizens or whatever? Like, come on, man. Approved Ukrainians can be considered for parole, apply for employment authorization, and receive medical screenings. Medical screenings can help identify health conditions, provide vaccinations, and refer clients to primary care providers. Sponsorship. Individuals can sponsor Ukrainian families through the U4U program. Oh, you can get them money and stuff too? Wow. To sponsor individuals must show that they have enough income and assets to support the beneficiary and their household. Individuals can use a co-supporter if they cannot meet the financial requirements. So, is Uniting for Ukraine still available? Let's see. Yeah. Uniting for Ukraine is available to eligible Ukrainian citizens and their non-Ukrainian immediate family members with a valid passport. So they're still allowing them to come over here. You know what I'm saying? And get stuff. But you see what I'm saying? How they call them parolees? They're not parolees. But that's why I deleted that episode, because I was under the impression that they were being released from, prison and then being allowed to over there. I'm saying they made it seem like they were locked up in Ukrainian prison or whatever, and then got released
and then were allowed to come here. I was like, wait, that don't even sound right. But why would you call somebody a parolee? That's not, like, that's crazy. But like I was saying before, if you think about it, when they come over here, all the shit they're not allowed to do, like they can't vote, can't own a gun, can't, you know, all that stuff. So in a way, you are on parole. Because that, you know, I have to abide by all those rules. I can't own a gun, can't vote, you know what I'm saying? So they are under similar handcuffs. Let's see. I'm going to just read this part real quick. So this is from Ilya Samin. This is February 28, 2024. This is about immigration. This is from the Reason website. So the Biden administration lets migrants who entered under Uniting for Ukraine apply for stay in the U.S. for another 2 years. Yeah. So since April 2022, the U.S. has admitted some 200,000 or more Ukrainian migrants under the Uniting for Ukraine, or U4U program, which enables U.S. citizens and legal residents to sponsor Ukrainians fleeing Russia's brutal invasion to live and work in the United States for up to 2 years. And this person writing this article says that he says, I am a sponsor for 2 Ukrainian families. I quote, that's what he said. Although the program has many virtues and has been highly successful, the 2-year time limit has been a major downside from the beginning. Many of the Ukrainians will need a permanent refuge, and giving it to them will also enable them to contribute more to our economy and society. And Biden says yesterday the Biden administration began a program under which U4U participants can apply for re-parole. Those whose applications are accepted will be allowed to live and work legally in the U.S. for an additional 2 years. This is a step in the right direction. The war in Ukraine shows little sign of ending anytime soon, and many of the refugees may be unwilling or unable to return even after the fighting stops because their former homes have been destroyed by Russian military. Past refugee crises show that it is often impossible and undesirable to force everyone to return to their original homes, even after the fighting is over. But the re-parole process does have some downsides. One is that the relevant forms and application process seems unduly complicated, and some aspects of the system are unclear. For example, this guy says he cannot figure out whether the 2-year extension is tacked on to the end of the original 2 years, or whether it begins as soon as USCIS accepts an application. The filing fees are also hard to determine, though they seem to be $575 per person if I understand the USCIS website correctly. That goes well beyond any plausible administrative expenses and is a considerable burden for many parolees who lost everything in the Russian invasion. See, yeah, they're calling them parolees. Damn, that's crazy to me. Man, just the terminology that they just slap on people. Yeah, see, but yeah, see, and this kind of goes into what I'm saying, and this individual was saying that too, in a way. He's saying similar adjustment acts should be adopted to cover Afghans, Venezuelans, and others in similar straits who fled war and oppression into the U.S. through the use of presidential parole power and now face arbitrary time limits on their residency and work rights. If you are a U4U participant or a sponsor who needs help with the re-parole process, please let him know, blah, blah, blah. So let's see. This guy says a USCIS official has now confirmed that Ukrainians who successfully apply for re-parole will get an additional 2 years on the top of their full initial term. Thus, if someone's parole is expiring on April 25, 2024, they file for re-parole and USCIS grants it. The re-parole period will be a full 2 years beginning on April 25, 2024. 2004 and ending on April 25, 2026. The official also indicated that agency will be prioritizing the re-parole of persons whose initial parole period expires earliest to minimize the risk of anyone losing employment rights in the meantime. You see what I'm saying? And they're allowing their kids to come over too. And that's my thing. You see, versus how they're treating black and brown migrants. Trump and them, they want to deport U.S. citizens that are kids. Okay, now their parents may not be U.S. citizens, but the kids were born here, so they're U.S. citizens. Trump and them want to deport them too. You don't hear them talking about getting rid of this U4U program and sending Ukrainians back. You know what I'm saying? It's, oh, well, there's a war going on. Well, shit. The black and brown people are leaving war-torn places and all this shit that they're going through where they were coming from. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And you don't hear anyone really talking about it, about European migrants being here and them getting stuff. You don't, because like I was telling them, me and Michelle were talking about, if a white migrant comes over here, I'm just calling them white migrants, y'all, they can just blend and mix in with everybody. So when you see them amongst it, you're just, oh, that's just a white woman, that's just a white guy. Because unless they open their mouth up and start talking, you ain't going to know that they're from Russia or Germany or Scotland or Poland or wherever they're from. You know what I'm saying? But us, black and brown people, we stick out more. You know what I'm saying? We get stereotyped. Yeah, that's crazy, because I didn't even really hear about any of this. Wow. Yeah. So, a double standard between Ukrainian and Afghan refugees. Yeah. My new Boston Globe, this is a person that was writing this article. It said, my new Boston Globe article on the urgent need to pass legislation granting permanent residency rights to Ukrainian migrants and others admitted by using the presidential's parole power. U.S. and Canada expand admission of Ukrainian refugees. So, like, their Ukrainian refugees are being allowed into Canada, too. And some are sneaking in, too, though. Some are finding their way over here and then sneaking in through the U.S.-Mexico border, too, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of it ain't legit. So, but all right, y'all. But, yeah, y'all, you know, go do some more digging on that. It's a fascinating story, though. But you just see what I'm saying? No, you don't hear anyone complaining. And I'm not saying they should or shouldn't. I'm just saying all the migration and immigration talk that we hear, it's about black and brown migrants, the U.S.-Mexico border, the Mexican migrants, the Guatemala coming from Haiti, all that shit. Why don't we hear about Ukrainian migrants coming over here and getting all this and being able to get medical care and have their families and kids come over here and all that stuff? Why don't we hear about that? Why ain't nobody complaining about that? I only hear people complaining about black and brown migrants. You see what I'm saying? You see the bullshit? Like, that's what I'm saying. They don't want black and brown people around. So, all right, I'm going to let these dogs out. And that's about it. Peace and blessings. And back to the episode. Peace.
Yeah, no, look, I agree with that. And this is one of the reasons why.
So Trump, every day, and I said his mouth is going to be his downfall. So Trump is says, this is per CNN, it says, Trump says of Liz Cheney, and I quote, this is what Trump says, let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her. Once again, Trump says of Liz Cheney, Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her. How is that not disqualifying? Dude, he basically threatened her life.
Yes.
I mean, but at the end of the day, when we get done analyzing and all that shit, right. And he's sending out the bat signal, telling people to go hurt her and shit. Is basically what he's doing. Man, I'm keeping my ass inside after this elect, because Trump's going to lose and his people are going to go nuts. Nuts. And all the money and all the shit that's going to have to be spent for all the security and shit that they're going to have to call to Washington, D.C. Can you imagine how much money they're going to have to spend? That they're probably already spending. I bet if we were to go to Washington, D.C. now, there's probably all kinds of barricades and fences and all kinds of stuff up. Yeah, shout out LeBron, though, for supporting Kamala Harris. But like Michelle was saying last night, I wonder if some of that is too late. And I'm glad he did it, but like, and this may sound petty, but like, why couldn't he have did it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, or, you know what I mean? Or right around when early voting started, maybe a couple of days after that. But sometimes I believe, like, because when you endorse, if you're a big-time celebrity and you endorse, you have to get all your ducks in line, because, you know, you have to get your security tighter, because people are going to be, you know, talking shit and all. So there's stuff that probably has to happen and get discussed before. You know what I mean? But I would have liked to see that happen maybe even a couple of weeks ago. But it's kind of crazy how, like, and there's another stereotype. One could say that's a stereotype. You know how there's a stereotype that, like, black people, we do everything at the last minute. We show up late for stuff. That's a stereotype out there. So, you know, like, maybe like, are we, I say we, I just mean in general, are we kind of playing into that? Like thinking like, oh, okay, well, we'll wait till a week before, because a lot of black people that haven't voted yet, because they're banking on these people being people that haven't voted yet, and they're deciding if they're actually going to get up off their ass and go do it.
Yeah.
So that's why they're, you know, it's like, okay, well, the thinking is probably, oh, well, they're not going to go until the last second anyway, so we'll say this a week before. We're good.
That's pretty deep, but I just think not just black people, but I think in general, a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm not going to vote. Who cares? My vote doesn't matter.
I think there's a lot of people that are going to stay home. I think 75% of the people that are going to vote have voted already. And I truly believe...
You're close, they're saying 50%.
Oh, okay. I feel like there's going to be people that go in there, though, on the day of, that are going on November 5th to vote. I feel like there's going to be, and I don't know how big or small, there's going to be people that are going to go in there and just going to say to themselves, dude's too old.
Right.
Just that. They're going to be like, dude's old as hell. And that's part of the reason, and that makes sense, because that's part of the reason he won't debate her again, because of the contrast. He's old, she's younger, like all of that. That's one of the reasons why he keeps ducking and dodging her, just because of the optics of it. When they walk out onto the debate stage, and you first see him, you're like, damn, old-ass man. And then you look at her, you're like, oh, young, energetic. You know what I'm saying? So, like...
Right, and then you look at, if you think that the president or the candidate is too old, then you look to who the vice president is. J.D. Vance only has like a year and a half experience.
That's true.
In politics, I think.
Yeah.
And he's more like conservative based than Trump is.
He is.
So, like, you gotta look at that too, I guess.
And at the end of the day, like with that stuff that Biden said, at the end of the day, it's
Kamala Harris having to clean up two old white men talking bullshit. You know what I'm saying, kind of, in a way, if you think about it? She had to come up and clean their mess up because they was just saying stupid stuff.
Trump in 2024. Calling John McCain a loser because he was captured? Ah, come on. No, that was a hard one for me. And I mean, once we got past that point, I knew I could never vote for him again.
Love it. There's a lot of Republicans that are not going to vote for Trump. There's a lot of them Republicans jumping ship, and they're going to vote for Kamala.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of that going on. Yeah, I think she's going to win North Carolina, too. Got a little Miles Davis going this Friday, y'all. Sipping on the coffee. Yeah. It's no more wake-ups till the weekend, right?
What?
Said no more wake-ups till the weekend.
Well, one more sleep till Saturday.
Okay.
One more sleep till
You what, baby?
I must wash my new pajamas so that I can...
Oh, the new pajamas? Okay. Yep, little Miles Davis. This one's called So What? Yeah, y'all. Love jazz music. I'm going to just play it for a minute, y'all, while I go pour me a little cup of coffee and grab me a snack. I'll be back in like literally 1 minute. Morning, Charlie. You taking a lunch, babe? All right, back to the episode, y'all. Yeah, that's that Miles Davis. That's crazy. Well, I mean, it's crazy cool, but first of all, let me check the stats. So let's see what happened last month. So I know this is a new month, but I just want to run down what we did last month. So for last month, we had 176 downloads from Wisconsin, over 50 in Nebraska. I won't read all the numbers. Illinois, Virginia, Cali, Texas, Georgia, District of Columbia, Missouri, Mississippi, New Jersey, New York, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Arkansas. Oh, in Florida, my bad. In Florida, too. And then for the world, Craig. So for the world, we had United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Malta, Austria, Australia, Brazil, Germany, Finland, Latvia, Rwanda, and Turkey. That's worldwide. And we have multiple downloads. It's not like it's just one. You know what I mean? There are multiple downloads. So thank you. We appreciate that. Let's see the prop. So in Canada, they're coming from Alberta, British Columbia, and Ontario. Australia, they're coming from Tasmania. The UK, they're coming from England and Scotland. Germany, they're coming from... What does that one say, baby?
Hessen.
Hessen. Yep, Hessen, Germany. What else did I... Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Shout out everyone out that is listening. We appreciate it. So, we're on a new month here, November. Yep. November. Shout out Wisconsin, our first... If
few downloads for this month are from Wisconsin. Shout y'all out. Appreciate it. So everyone have a great day. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. 4 more days of election anxiety, and you know what I'm saying?
Someone who is thinking about how to make your life better. This is someone who is increasingly unstable.
Election night.
I love Kamala Harris.
I started Bright Star Care.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Thanks for listening to Friday's episode. Do something good for somebody. Go support Kamala Harris, y'all. Peace.
Shit was wicked. Grinding all day getting chicken. I couldn't kick it. Before all these cars I'm whipping, I had to whip it. Whip the pot up and flip it. They had a lock, but I picked it. It's clicking. I'm changing the gear. The lanes.
Just said Nino Man and Method Man, y'all.
Stay the fuck from around me. Miss me with that fake shit and take it to Canal Street. Most these niggas sound weak. And look at two. Acting like they found peace. But we gripping tools. We turn you in the ground beat. We be cooking food. So get up off them clown feet instead of looking cool. I'm tired of these backstabbers. Tired of these whack rappers. They do all these cash bragging and want you to cash out them. The typical ones. Online begging, digital bums. No bread, niggas live off of crumbs. They all fucked up. When I was flipping shit, you was doing front tucks with some nunchucks while I had a gun tuck. I tell niggas to grip up or shish up. Come at niggas sideways like Bishop.
It's the METHOD, man. I'm an OG, call me in my Cody's clan. 28.3 in them OZs, gram. Kill that man overturning like Roby. Can't handle the old me, let's handle it. My hand on my goatee. Demanding that you hand me what's owed me. Just hand me my whole feet. But versus him, I'm laying him, don't ski. It's snowing him, I'm praying him, don't sneeze. They blowing they nose, please. I'm back up like seats in them nosebleeds. It's looking like the future been grim, but it's no thing. Again, fantastic, we know, King. It's classic. Who's scared of eye contact? Better bring some glasses. Better bring them ratchets. We let it ring and rappers. Get around like 360s with no strings attached. It's the cow. Remaster to recycle your plastics. Reacting to the fact that your favorite rap is a catfish. March to the madness, my Jesus up in them brackets. To retire with my white beater up in them rafters. That's after the laughter, the morning after disaster. That Turner in the industry, slave after they masters. Your bags backwards, I make believers out of liars. If they burning while I'm peeing, I wouldn't be on the fire. We don't believe in the choir, who don't believe you're Messiah, but believe the shot silent just like the peanuts and fire.
It's the NINOMAN.
I'm going to end it with this one. Check this out.
Of conversation has been, one topic of conversation has been the idea that some men don't want to vote for a woman president. Do you think that's a factor?
I hear that a lot.
Yeah. What do they say?
So let me set the scene. They're in a Georgia barbershop. This white lady, and she's hollering at her brother about the election. I'm going to start it over.
One topic of conversation has been the idea that some men don't want to vote for a woman president. Do you think that's a factor?
I hear that a lot.
Yeah. What do they say?
Women are too emotional to run the country.
What do you think of that?
What do I think of that? I'm married. You think I'm about to answer that?
What do you say to them?
What do I say to them?
Yeah, when they say that.
I tell them the same thing I told you. I'm married, so, and my wife run my household. So, you know what? If they run the household like that, they could. I believe they can do it. I just thought about it. I believe a woman could run the presidency. I believe that.
One topic of conversation has been the idea.
You know what? If they run the household like that, they could. I believe they can do it. I just thought about it. I believe a woman could run the presidency.
Word. Kamala's got this, y'all. She's good here in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. She's going to win these blue walls. She's going to win the blue walls with Tim Walz. And we're going to get back to some normalcy in this country.
Peace of mind. All right. Thanks, y'all. And we'll holler at everyone soon. Peace.
You gon' end up with bad vibes. I'm always the bad guy. Yeah, you is. I'm always the bad guy. Yeah, you is. When you show the wrong niggas
It's
love,
Nino, man.
you gon' end up with bad vibes. Better late than never. Look, this started out from my hobby to a life decision. Always wanted to be a star, couldn't fight the vision. Did 2 years, did a little like conviction. Came right back, had to get my life back. First day home, I was in the booth, right back in the loop. I'm the truth, this is what I do. Thought you niggas knew, they like who? I'm like never who. Don't get your shit booed. I see niggas ratting on their friends, that's what cheddar do. Ooh. Been grinding my whole life shit. Driving back and forth to those venues with no license. I don't care if they get the picture, they gon' like this. This is for the homies with open cases on rifles. And